What's going on? It's Justeeni here. I'm gonna show you this game because I thought it was funny. Alright, let's get right into things. Like that intro. Very brief. Alright. I see a ruin, and strange things afoot. I'm going for the ruin. Why am I doing it? Okay, so I'm slightly inspired by the World Championship scenes. Let me avoid this. But also, like, I think there's a method to the madness. Like, it actually kind of makes sense as Kiku, because, like, sometimes you're forced into really awkward techs before your C2, like if your resources don't line up, which is pretty common. So, yeah, why not get the ruin? Delay my expansion, and I get a resource ruin! And I'm able to use that for a port and immediately upgrade. It's like basically a pop ruin, but better. I get this ruin here. I should note this is the older map gen. This was an older game. So yeah, you'll notice that in the map gen. And that will be slightly relevant. Now I can go for math pre-capture. What the heck? I go for the Explorer, grab some nice vision. Of course, the slow expansion, I have to be going against Yadek, who doesn't have slow expansion. And I might be on 3 cities for a while. But I capture first and then go for the resource ruin. The reason why I do that looks really weird, but the reason why is I was expecting the chance of a pop ruin. If I get the pop ruin, it's really awkward because I want to border growth my capital, but I don't want to take these away from my my third city. So I capture the play around the pop ruin. I get a star ruin, which is like, yeah, that's really good here, of course, but not really gonna get any text pre-cap. Now I grab the border growth that I wanted. I've already planned out my markets, by the way. This is a 24-hour game, so I can do that. So all my sawmills are set up with markets in mind. And I can get a turn 6 giant with just, yeah, Kiku math, turn 6. Technically, I got math a turn sooner. And then I get a vet sword. Really perfect. Like, these ruins look like paid actors. They're pretty good, is what I'm trying to say. But you can see a slight lack of villages here, because this is the 4th tile from the edge, so old, funny, stupid village map generals don't allow post-terrain villages to spawn there, so it means that the likelihood of a village being there is significantly reduced. Also, notice how there's no villages here either. Like, this stupid rule just prevented me from getting villages until a while. I'm stuck on 3 cities still, but I don't care because I got 2 star runes earlier, so I could get turn 9 markets to make up for it. Turn 9 with Kiku, by the way. The tribe that starts with fishing. Getting markets on turn 9. Now I can put this giant in the water. My markets are going pretty crazy. Turn 10, I'm making 26 star per turn on 3 cities. The opponent's kind of expanding. They have a bit of an awkward, like, lake in the way. I'm able to take the city. It's very poorly supported because look at how far away it is. Why is my closest city so far away? I don't know. But I get another resource ruin, of course. I get climbing and org. I don't remember exactly why I got climbing, but I do remember, of course, why I got org. Okay, well, I can get mining now. Is that why I got climbing? I don't know. I don't actually remember why I got climbing. A very interesting choice, Justeeni. I don't know if it was actually a good play. Like, I happen to have the mine here, so I guess it works out. Maybe that was the idea, because some might notice I actually have enough for a giant push. Now, the opponent actually messed up here, and I realized after I got climbing mining, the opponent can block this mine. Now, the correct way to do it is to just road the 10 HP onto this, and then, yeah. Or what you can do instead is there's a 3 HP warrior here. You can just heal this to 5 HP, then have this warrior hit this, because you can't kill a 5 HP with the defense boost, but they messed it up, put the 4 HP here. This can be killed, though. So I lucked out a little bit there, but I do have the giant push. Now the opponent has 2 giants. I'm about to have my 2nd giant, though. And I'm just going to barely get pop growth. You can see I'm exploring here with a scout because I'm so desperate for villages, but there are none. No villages. We can't have nice things. Well, we can now, but as of when this game was played, we could not have nice things, apparently. I'm able to get another giant, a nice level 3 market with the level 1 sawmill. I'm gonna border growth it later for the level 2. I can workshop. I'm really close to Eye of God, just one lighthouse away, but there's no village for me to get an explorer. You know, but my markets are kind of insane. As it turns out, getting 3 resource ruins is pretty good, especially when you're not on very many villages. Navigation runes super useful, so now I can consider getting these starfish all over here. I don't really have a lot of time for that right now, because I need to get this border growth before they think about doing it. I steal a ton of land, I get another giant. I have 43 star per turn on 5 cities, which is definitely not bad. The opponent has another giant, they're just sieging. Unfortunately, I cannot do anything about the siege, so I just let them keep it. I'm a little petty, so I get chivalry. I don't know if this is optimal at all, because it's not cheap to get chivalry, but now this city produces literally nothing, and they can choose to either let me keep it, inflate my tech prices, which I'm going to be able to afford tech just fine. This then becomes a useful spot for me to train units close to their cities, which can be annoying. I've got the catapult to then help defend in the long term, and the fact that I control this land means I can't use roads. So even though my tech prices would be more expensive by them choosing to not capture this, it's still better for them to capture it. It inflates their own tech prices, but at least they own the territory. But yeah, have fun with the city that makes literally no star per turn, and because there are no farms here, they can't do much to improve it. Unfortunately, my giant's a little trapped, so I can siege to get out of the way. I do manage to get Eye of God. Somehow my warrior survived this mayhem at the bottom. I had other plans. I had other units so that I could do something to get the Eye of God, but you know what? Oh, did I disband my giant? No, I didn't. I moved it there. That's much smarter than disbanded. Yeah, I have a bunch of giants. I have knights now. That's cool. And my markets are looking really nice. Like, I have 4 cities right now to the opponent's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I'm about to get city number 5 and soon to be 6. But I mean, sometimes you just don't need good density to win. Sometimes you just need to get a bunch of resource ruins, and it looks a lot different. It looks a little silly, but you can win this way. Because markets are fair and balanced or something like that. Yeah. I don't actually know what the moral of the story is here. I think that's what it is, though. Jeez. Yeah. 5 cities making over 10 star per turn per city. That's pretty good as it turns out. And I have like a lot of tech. Those resource ruins though early on. Turn 3 and whatever turn I got the second one, I think it like turn 6. Absolutely disgusting. And then the other resource rune up there, just actually insane for the content. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.